What's going on, guys? Don with Life After Serving, and wanted to talk on the topic of thankfulness. I think I'm going to do something around Thursday thankfulness for a while here, and just kind of talk on how I've been able to do that for myself, some of the things that I use, and what it's done for me. But also, we're around the holiday season, and for a lot of us, that can be stressful by itself. But if you've got family issues, kids, stressing you out, you've got wife and husband things that are going on, job issues, etc. All that stuff can really be a toll and bring you down. And so being thankful and grateful for certain things can definitely help. I did do some research online, pulled up an article, harvard.edu. I will definitely put the link down below on the YouTube channel for what I found here. But essentially, they had some researchers that had a group of people that went through for 10 weeks, and it was a group of 400 plus people, and they wrote down for those 10 weeks things that they were grateful for that had occurred during the week. And the second group had written down daily irritations, things that had displeased them, and essentially they were looking for what that would do for the person on a scale of where they were at for being happy. After 10 weeks, those who wrote gratitude were more optimistic, felt better about their lives. Surprisingly, they also exercised more, had fewer visits to physicians than those who sourced the aggravation. So the other part of that is they said the benefits that lasted from doing that 10-week long period were shown to last at least a month. And so when you're setting new habits, oftentimes they'll say that it takes 30 days to set that new habit. Obviously 10 weeks was past that, so it was a habit for someone to form. The other thing that's important to note there is they're talking about they were writing down what they were grateful for or irritated on, and they were writing it down. So it's been proven writing it down versus putting it into a phone, a tablet, etc. Has more power, more behind it, and you'll remember it more, and it definitely messes or changes your psyche, I should say. And so for that gratefulness, it kind of proved that if you're writing down what you're thankful for, what you're grateful for, it definitely helped. And so they said ways to cultivate the gratitude would be such as writing a thank you note for somebody that does something nice for you. Just let them know either via writing it down or expressing it in an email. I'd say writing it down on a note would be the one I would choose out of that. Thanking someone mentally, no time to write it down. Thank mentally will obviously put it in your psyche. Gratitude journal. This is something that I do on a daily basis, and I'll talk more on that in a second. And simply count your blessings. Pick a time every week, sit down, write about your blessings, reflect on it, write what you're grateful for, and this helps, such as picking 3 to 5 things each time. You can pray about it, you can meditate, obviously figure out what works for you, try some different things, and whatever works best for you, try to do that for at least a week, then 2, then 3, and once you're past that 30-day window, oftentimes that's become something that is going to be something you do all the time. Keep up on it. For me personally, I do a couple things. I have the journal that I'm going to write in and write it down. I have a Goal Wizards app that I use on my phone. They actually have a spot where you can write down thankful and gratefulness, but like I said, I like to write it down, so that's my choice is definitely to write it down, but I do put stuff into the electronic app as well. And so Goals Wizard is both on the iPhone and Android, Google Play Store. That's something to look at. As far as journal-wise, it's super simple. They've got some different journals out there where you can essentially have it already breaking down. They've got spots for you to write down your daily task, your gratefulness, your thankfulness items, and then spots for you to check in at night. You can do that in a journal, or you can just simply write in a, obviously, spiraled notebook. I keep it simple, and that's what it is. It's a spiraled notebook to keep it in. So with that said, I'm going to chop in or cut in some photos that I'm thankful for. Over this last week, I've had a project that's been really kicking my butt. We're putting in a beam, an LVL, in a bedroom where we're opening up 2 rooms into one, making a master suite, and essentially I have a really hard time asking for help from friends, family, etc. And my wife, being the Spitfire that she is, 5'2", South American, actually helped me, and I was able to lift this 300-pound beam while she kind of just put it side to side so it didn't fall over and guided it while we got it in. I'm going to share some pictures of that. This is one of those things that, you know, I've talked about hobbies and having projects and things to keep your mind busy as you're getting out. And for me, I like construction, I like building, and specifically around our house. It's something where we feel that this is our forever house, so I want to do some of this stuff so I can look back and say, you know, I did that, I made it change, and that's part of my real estate side of things, investing that I've done in the past. But for ours, I want to do some of this stuff. And so the beam was put in. We've got to a point where that's in and it's all nailed and screwed in place. But now we've got some drywall patching to do and some other stuff to put in. And I'll share as we kind of do some of these projects. So I'll have some pictures and stuff behind that, behind this video, so you can see some of that stuff, and I'll share that. And feel free to share some of the stuff that you're thankful and grateful for as well. If you've got any projects or things or people that are helping you, feel free to share that stuff in the comments as well. If you need anything, reach out. If you're not part of the Facebook group, check out Life After Serving Facebook group. It's for vets and first responders. Just request an ad in there. If you're on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, any of those, we've got Life After Serving as well. On the YouTube channel, I'll make sure down in the description that those links are in there for you to join and ask for a request in there. So if you want to follow along, join. If you've got family or friends that are currently military looking to get out, or veterans, first responders that have decided to get out or looking to get out, I would ask that you share this stuff with them and have them join us on the YouTube channel or in the different groups that we've got going there. So I appreciate you guys and look forward to talking with you.